So you want to print money with AI, huh? Well, everything just changed as AI can now tell us if our business idea is gonna work or not before we spend time and money trying to figure it out. Run thousands of versions of your business, different offers, different audiences, stuff that used to take months to figure out, now we're getting back in minutes. And the people that are using this right now are getting decisions made at a level of certainty that just wasn't possible in the past. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in a second, but first, why are we even talking about? Imagine knowing if your offer was going to work or not before you even spent $1 on. Knowing your pricing is right before you ever even get an objection. Knowing which market to go after before even spending $1 on ads. Every bad decision you or I have made in business comes down to not having enough information. Well, that is no longer going to be the case. While everyone else is testing in the market, burning cash, wasting time, stressing out, we're going to be figuring it out in minutes using AI simulations. And this might be the closest thing to a cheat code that we've ever seen in business. Let's dive right in so I can show you how to do this yourselves. All right, so here we are on the desktop. Now, for anybody who's saying this right here looks confusing, then I need you to understand one thing real quick. What I'm pulling up right now is a coding AI agent inside of my website. Okay, now you don't need a coding agent specifically. You can go do this on wherever you're using an AI agent, not just standard ChatGPT or standard Gemini. Okay, they can do some of this stuff, but not the whole comprehensive suite like you're going to want if you're really trying to get the actual insights for your business. Okay, so all this is right here is a chat window. You're not familiar with Terminal for anybody like that, but let's get into it, okay? So anything I type in here is related to my website. That way I don't have to go fetch the new offers and do all that stuff. But you know, you can send the link of your website to the AI, or you can just chat with it and say, hey, I have these different offers in mind, type of a thing. Now, one thing you can ask is, hey, what simulations can we run in terms of my business? Like, I want to be able to predict which angles I should go at, maybe my LTV to CAC ratio. You know, I just want to be able to get some more predictions going, and that way I can make some more data backed decisions. What simulations could you run that would be beneficial to my business? Now, again, if AI right now doesn't know your business because it's not in your business's project yet, or it doesn't have the context, just feed it the context and then do the same kind of thing. There's no point in sitting here waiting any longer trying to debate on, oh, how do I run this simulation? How do I figure it out? No, just talk to the AI and have the AI guide you, you know, through asking questions, through it asking you questions, through you asking it questions and things like that, right? So it's like, okay, so what do we have here? It's like, okay, top priority simulations. We can run LTV to CAC. We could do a funnel, Monte Carlo style. We could do cohort retention, comparison page, pricing elasticity, la, la, la. Okay. Are there any kind of A/B tests we can do for conversion rate optimization? Say we're running paid ads to our funnel pages or landing pages, things like that. That would be helpful. Um, I don't need interactive tools on the site. I really just want you to help me run some simulations so we can figure out what our best top of funnel offer is and then the best angles and positioning for that offer, right? So that way I can then go run some ads using those same kind of angles that we figure out and bring some people to the site effectively the first time around, right? Right now I'm talking to the AI. So when you hear me like that, I mean, obviously you saw it populate last time, but I'm just conversing with the AI. We're having a casual conversation. It's trying to tell me all the things it can do. I know it can do way more than this for me. So I'm going to kind of egg it on a little bit and tell it what we want. So it's saying, okay, now I get it. You want some pre-flight simulation. So offer tournament, angle ICP matrix, hook headline simulation, creative format simulation, landing page variant, funnel depth. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it that we could either run all of these, but for my little special coding agent here, I'm going to tell it this. Let's make each one of these a task on the task list. All right. So I'm just going to tell it that. Then I'm going to put some guidelines to make sure it doesn't enter plan mode. Just add task just to be safe. But it's going to make each one of these a task on the task list, and I can show you kind of some of what each of them look like. You can get an idea of what running simulations actually will do for you. Okay. Now, this is something that it's not only about testing your business's offer. Okay. There are probably a dozen things that you can do because there's marketing and growth side of things, which, is the testing of the offer, ad fatigue, forecasting, whatever. But then there's also the simulations for the app and software development. There's ones for operations and supply chain, like digital twin routing, like to create a virtual replica of your warehouse to simulate routes, whatever, things like that. It can do automated load testing on software development. There's just a ton of things. Staffing simulations. It could do cannibalization testing. Basically, if I put out another offer or a different price point, is that going to destroy what's going into my other ones? You could run macroeconomic shock scenarios. What happens if this, like, there's just so much stuff that you can do with these simulations. It's kind of crazy. So now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to hit run on the first task. So offer tournament simulation. So it's going to ask me a couple quick questions. Okay, so after I kind of answer the AI's question, now it's going to go off and start the simulation. Now, this isn't something that I I think you really need to sit here and see what it's doing. So I'll be back once it's done, and then we'll pick it up from there. All right, something happened and messed with my recording, but the AI is just figuring things out now. It's just going through the simulation, figuring out what our top of funnel offer should be because that was a question I asked it. So it says what to take into Sim 2. Want me to run it? Yes, run it. So it's saying it wants to run one more to help me figure out my answer. So I'm just going to let it do it. That's the thing. Once you're like, okay, this is my goal, I don't care what simulations we have to run to get there, it can help you do that, right? And then if it comes back where it's not quite what you wanted, be like, oh, that's not really what I was looking for. I want to figure out what's going to bring in people the easiest, and then I can upsell them from there. Or I want to figure out what's going to get me the most people in, or what's gonna, I don't know, you get what I'm saying. What's You could run a pricing scale, Van Western door pricing simulation to figure out how to price your thing. There's just so much you can do. I mean, you're getting the point. Like, look at all this stuff it's running different matrices to see who we should be targeting, our dream ICP is. Like, it's gonna give us our full everything on how we should take our business from going. See, look, first 10K ad spend. It's like, all right, this is how I think you should do it. Like, I think you should do some money to these people, some money to these people, some money to these people. All right, so it's telling me my best offer is my batch video ads, which I agree with. That's the one I came up with to make my top of funnel. And then it says, these are your different angles to try. These are your different ICPs. Now that we have all this information, I at least have a plan on where to go, where it ran demo numbers, and like, it's not going to be perfect. That's not the goal here. The whole thing here is now we have speed to data. Now I'm going to drop this. It's not even 11 a.m. yet today. I'm going to go film the ads. I'm going to get them out and start moving on things, right? That's the point of it, right? Run the simulations, just trust it and go. Because other than that, you're just guessing. So might as well, you can either guess and just execute. That's all. I mean, I'm married to getting shit done. So whatever you're feeling that you need to do, do it, but don't overthink it, right? Run the simulation, get the answer, or confirm that what you're thinking was right, and then go, right? I don't need to do any more tests at this point. Want me to run Sim 3 on those? No, not really. I don't need you to because you confirm my thinking, right? If the thinking was completely different than what I did, maybe I continue running simulations, but we're agreeing, so it's almost like, all right, now I really need to get moving, right? This is a sign. Get your ass moving, Nolan. So anyways, that's running simulations. That's what it is, how you can do it, and I'm sure you can understand why it's so valuable. Speed to data, not wasting money, all that kind of crap. So stay tuned on the channel if you want to see what happens with this offer and You know, do we make it big? Do we hit the jackpot with this? Well, we'll find out in, I don't know, a month or few months. So stay around, stick around, hit subscribe, comment below. What are you working on, trying to use AI for in your business? Leave a comment below. I'm genuinely curious about that. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. This has been Nolan. Peace out.